If you're thinking about having a Venice, Florida zip code, I need to warn you, this place will steal your heart. Over 1,200 people a day are moving to Florida, and everyone's searching for that sweet spot between vacation vibes and real-life comfort. But what most people don't realize is that some neighborhoods look perfect online, but feel totally different the moment you unpack. If I were moving to Venice today, there's one community that keeps winning my personal I'd move here test, and it's not the one that everyone's posting about on Facebook. It's tucked inside Welland Park, it's brand new, and it's built around what matters most once the vacation feeling wears off. It's called Palmyra, and it's one of those rare spots where the lifestyle isn't something you visit on weekends. You wake up to it. The problem is it's such a new community, and it's tucked so far at the back of the Playmore district that most people overlook it. They just don't see it driving in. And that might be their biggest mistake. So before you fall for the glossy brochure version of Venice, let's pull back the curtain and look at what really makes this neighborhood so different. Because once you see it, you'll understand why Palmyra feels different in the best way.
I'm going to give you the real version of what it's like to live here in Palmyra. The parts that don't always make it to the brochure. The quick hits, the real stories, and zero fluff. Heather knows this community inside and out from her time working in new construction here. So if you ever have any questions about the builders, the neighborhood, or anything else, give us a call. We've walked these neighborhoods. We've helped people figure out where they actually belong here in Venice. And trust me, every street has its own personality. By the time we're done, you're going to know what life really feels like here. The rhythm, the people, the convenience, and the small details that either make it or break it once you move in. Because it's not about selling you on Palmyra, it's about helping you see if it actually fits you. So let's start where it really matters. Why this little corner of Welland Park keeps surprising everyone who visits.
With 6 builders here in Palmyra, it can feel calm, personal, and thoughtfully built, with every detail being designed for people who actually plan to live here, not just vacation. Even though it's a larger community, it still feels connected. You'll notice it in the way the streets are laid out, a mix of architecture, the open, airy feel of all of the homes. Everything just works together comfortably. What I love most is that it doesn't feel like a typical master plan community. It feels handcrafted. It's the kind of place where, you'll want to wave to the same faces every morning. By week 2, you already know your neighbor's dog's name. Palmyra quietly gets the important details right. The flow, the layout, the day-to-day ease. It's built for the kind of life people actually want once the boxes are unpacked. If this sounds like the kind of lifestyle you've been dreaming about, I would love to help you see it for yourself. We're Heather and Lisa. We're local Venice realtors, full-time moms. We live here. We help people every day find the perfect fit here in Venice every single week. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, we like to make the process simple and personal from start to finish. You can call or text and email us whenever you're ready. Fire those questions away about life in Venice or Florida or even Palmyra. We'd love to show you around here. Because the real magic of this neighborhood isn't something you can see on a map. It's really what feels like once you're here, and that's what makes it so different. And if you think that's impressive, just wait until you see what makes living here surprisingly easier than most people expect.
One of the biggest surprises about Palmyra is how compact your entire life becomes once you're living here. Everything that makes up your week, the errands, the fun, the little routines, it all fits neatly inside what I like to call your 10-minute life circle. In the mornings, you can grab a coffee at Foxtail or grab breakfast at Louie's, sit by the lake, and still be back home before your second cup cools off. Grocery runs are quick with Publix and Welland Park Marketplace just a short drive or a golf cart ride away. And even when you're running late, you never really feel far. There's even talk of new shops and restaurants are expanding closer to the back part of the Playmore district, making that golf cart commute even easier. By midday, the rhythm of Welland Park starts to show itself. Maybe you stop by Cool Today Park or run a few quick errands or meet a friend for lunch without needing to plan your day around the traffic. It's the kind of convenience that makes life here simple, even when the spontaneous moments are easy. Then comes the evenings, and that's when this location really shines. You can catch a Braves game at Cool Today Park, have dinner out on the patio overlooking the Grand Lake at the Banyan House, or take a quick drive into downtown Venice for that old Florida charm and a golf sunset. It's all close enough that you can actually do it on a Tuesday, not just talk about doing it someday. Most people think you have to live beachside to actually feel like you're part of the Venice lifestyle. But the truth is, it's right here in the middle of Welland Park. Palmera sits perfectly between calm and connected, giving you access to everything without feeling you're right in the middle of chaos. And that's the beauty of feeling like your 10-minute life circle. It quietly gives you the time back, but that's what's even more interesting in how the people that live here actually use it. That's where Palmera's real personality starts to show.
So Palmera is that kind of neighborhood that proves every day can feel a little bit like the weekend. Everything here is built around easy living, the walks, the workouts, the get-togethers, and the amenities. They did not hold back here in this community. Think resort-style pool, fitness center, pickleball, virtual golf, wine lockers, clubhouse, and more. It's all here. So picture this, it's 8 in the morning and the community is starting to come alive. You can almost hear the first pickleball games. The sound of laughter carrying over the pop of the ball, neighbors gathering with coffee in hand, catching up between points. Around the corner, you've got a fitness class wrapping up while others head out for their morning walk throughout the neighborhood. Once the clubhouse opens in early spring of 2026, scenes like this will be part of everyday life, the kind of mornings that feel more like therapy than exercise. Late mornings in Palmera, they're gonna slow down in the best way. Golf carts will hum softly as people head home from errands or take a quick trip to Welland Park Marketplace for lunch. You'll catch people talking across driveways like they've got all the time in the world. It's not forced friendliness. It's just what happens when life feels simple and time doesn't feel rushed. By evening, the energy will shift again. The pool will catch the last bit of sunlight as the sky softens, and you're gonna hear that quiet hum of conversation and clinking glasses in the background. Some nights, neighbors will gather for casual dinner or a quick game before heading home. It's gonna feel social without the crowds, active but never overwhelming. Palmera will feel like a place where your everyday routine feels effortless and you're actually gonna feel like time is free. The best places don't make weekends better, they make Tuesdays better. And the reason Palmera does that so well is how much it has to do with the homes themselves and how they're designed.
The homes in Palmera don't try to impress you. They're designed to fit you, and that's exactly why they work. With 6 builders offering from Madamy's low-maintenance coach homes to fully custom ICI homes on extra-wide lots, there's something for every lifestyle. The possibilities for multi-generational living here are endless. Most people fall in love with the Florida dream, the open floor plan, the big kitchen, the lanai with a big view. But once you lived here a while, you realize the layout matters just as much as the look. The builders here seem to understand that. They've designed these homes around people who actually live day to day, not just how they imagine life will look on vacation. The spaces feel open but not oversized. The kitchens are social without being showpieces. And the lanais, they're where everything comes together. You can host friends, sip your morning coffee, or just watch the sunset and let the day slow down. What I love most is the attention to flow. You walk through the front door and it just makes sense. Rooms connect naturally, light moves through the space, and nothing feels wasted. It's thoughtfully designed, the kind that quietly supports your life instead of getting in the way. And if you're ever worried about maintenance or upkeep, this is one of the neighborhoods that makes life super simple. Lawn care is handled, the community stays beautiful, and you spend your weekends enjoying where you live instead of taking care of it. The homes here don't ask you to adapt to them. They adapt to you. And that's the difference between buying a house in Florida and actually building a life here. But there's one more thing that really completes the Palmera experience, and it has nothing to do with real estate. It's the feeling that hits you when you finally see it for yourself.
Let's talk about what homes actually are selling for here in Palmera, because this is the part that most people actually really want to know before they visit. Palmera is still brand new, which means prices are actively changing as homes sell and new phases are opening. But here's where they stand right now based on the latest 2025 data and listings. Okay, so smaller homes and the attached products like the Madamy Coach homes, those are generally landing in the 400s and up. The MI Town homes situated right next to the clubhouse, they're gonna run you in the high 300s and up. Those are perfect for anyone looking for something low maintenance, modern, and brand new without stretching into a larger footprint. Most of the mid-sized family homes and the ones between like 2,300 and 2,700 square feet, those are currently starting base around like the mid-6s and high 7s. And that's really where you're gonna find that sweet spot for anyone wanting a residence with open living areas, modern design, and flexible layout. Unfortunately, when we made this video, we didn't have any information on Neil, one of the builders, yet because they hadn't opened their model, but we'll keep an eye out and we will educate you and give you a full tour as soon as they're up and running. Okay, but we've got one more. David Weekly Homes. They offer single-story villa-style townhomes starting with a base price of $639,990, combining open concept living with custom options. If you're looking for one of their QMI-ready homes, they have several beautiful floor plans available right now, starting in the low 800s. Then there are the premium homes, often set on lakefront or oversized lots with upgraded outdoor living spaces and resort-style pool packages. Think Homes by Town and MI Homes. Homes by Town is known for beautifully designed single-family residences that blend quality craftsmanship with modern, livable layouts. Base prices, they start in the high 700s, offering flexible floor plans and thoughtful details that balance everyday comfort with refined coastal living. Looking for move-in ready, a stunning 3,400 square foot lakefront home with a pool is currently listed at $1.3 million. So ICI Homes brings a custom home experience here to Palmyra. They're absolutely beautiful inside. I highly recommend you going to check it out. They offer spacious designs, high-end finishes, and the flexibility to personalize every detail to fit your lifestyle here. The price tag for luxury though, you're looking at 1.1 starting and up when you're all done. So these homes are really homes that showcase what life in Palmyra feels like, and they're selling steadily as demand in Welland Park just keeps growing. Now, keep in mind, those numbers are based on current builder pricing and public listings. If you want a true average of what's actually closing in 2025 here, that's something that Lisa and I can sit down and pull directly from the MLS for you and give you just more information. That way you're gonna see exactly where today's sold prices are landing and not just the list prices you see online. The key takeaway is that no matter where your budget falls, Palmyra has a range that lets you live inside the lifestyle you've seen throughout this video. The value here comes from how neighborhood feels, not just what it costs. And speaking of that feeling, there's one part of Palmyra that you can't capture in a listing or price sheet. It's what happens the first time you see it in person. That's where everything you've seen so far just really clicks.
Life in Palmyra doesn't stop at the neighborhood's gates. It stretches out into some of the most vibrant spots in all of Welland Park and Venice and Northport. When people talk about lifestyle here, they're really talking about the rhythm of their days. Just a few minutes from Palmyra, downtown Welland Park is where everything comes together. In the morning, Foxtail Coffee is buzzing with neighbors, grabbing lattes after a walk through the lake. By lunch, the locals are heading to Irma's Tacos or Fuji Sushi for the hibachi special. When the sun starts to dip, you'll hear live music under the heritage tree and couples wandering down to the yard for casual bites from Pop Dogs or Lakeside Bite. It's relaxed, it's social, and it feels like summer every evening. If you want something upscale, there's Villani & Co. and Acquapazza serves some of the best seafood and coastal Italian in the area, both with 4.5+ star ratings that locals swear by. For a fun night out, there's Oak and Stone, which has handcrafted beer and pizza off the lakefront, while Bright Ice turns dessert into its own little ritual after dinner. You head 15 minutes north and downtown Venice gives you that classic small town charm that people move here for. Brick-lined streets, boutique shopping, art galleries, and the sound of live jazz spilling out of the doors. You can spend a lazy afternoon exploring, then end your evening with dinner at Dockside Waterfront Grill, where the view of the marina at sunset pretty much seals the deal on living here. Weekends have their own personality. Sunday mornings kick off at the Welland Park Farmers Market with fresh produce, local honey, handmade goods, and live music before noon. Afternoons bring families and friends to Cool Today Park for a Braves game or casual hangouts at the lawn. And if you drive west, you're on Venice Beach in about 20 minutes. Toes in the Gulf, watching that signature pink and gold sky fade over the water. What surprises most people though is how diverse the energy really is here. Venice isn't just for retirees anymore, guys. It's a community that draws families, young professionals, and active adults who want connection without the chaos. You'll see the kids at the splash pad, parents on their bikes, retirees walking their dogs at sunset, all sharing the same rhythm of easy Florida living. This is the version of Venice that actually happens today. Good coffee, good food, and good people, and a pace that lets you enjoy it all. No community is perfect, and Palmyra is no exception. So let's talk about who this neighborhood might not be the right fit for.
So let's save you from picking the wrong fit, because as much as I love Palmyra, it's not for everyone. And that's actually a good thing. If you're not a fan of new construction, Palmyra might not be your ideal fit. So this community is still growing, it's very new. There's plans to be about 1,600 doors once it's all complete. So that means you're gonna see ongoing building activity for the next few years as new phases roll out. But for those who don't mind it, it also means plenty of fresh options and a community that's constantly evolving. HOA maintenance fees here are gonna tend to run a bit higher together, which is pretty typical for newer resort-style communities like this one. You're paying for beautifully maintained common areas, top-tier amenities, and the overall lifestyle that comes with it. It's definitely something to factor in when budgeting. The trade-off is that you get polished resort feels and strong community value. So for buyers wanting that ultra-close proximity to downtown Sarasota or quick access to the cultural heartbeat of the region, Palmyra is probably still a bit too far from some of those major hubs. So you may want to consider that if a big city lifestyle is important to you. But if you're still nodding yes while hearing this, then you're probably someone who's going to fit right in. So let's talk about how to tour it the right way and really what to look for when you see Palmyra in person.
If Palmyra is starting to feel like it could be the right fit for you, the next step is seeing it for yourself and seeing it the right way. Touring a new community can feel super overwhelming if you don't have a plan. So let me give you a quick few tips that'll make it simple and stress-free. Remember, Heather used to work in Palmyra. She knows this community and others in Welland Park like the back of her hand. We will help you with the guided tours, paying attention to things like craftsmanship, upgrades, and model grade, lot premiums, and time to build. When it comes to incentives and upgrades, timing matters. Builders often run promotions that can save you thousands, but they change month to month. The design center selections also make a huge difference in your final price. So knowing where to invest and where to save is key. And here's one of the biggest myths. I always like to clear it up. Builder reps work for the builder, not for you. Their job is to represent the builder's interests, not necessarily to point out what might fit your needs. That's why having your own agent who knows new construction and knows how to navigate those contracts can save you from some major headaches later. When Heather and I set up tours for our clients, we make sure it's personal. That means scheduling model walkthroughs when it's quieter, pre-checking available lots, and making sure you understand the build timeline, closing costs, and what's standard versus what's upgrade. We can even do a virtual consultation if you're not local yet, so you can see everything from your laptop before you're even booking a flight here. If Palmyra is on your short list, call or text us for your tailored plan. We'll find you the right floor plan, the right lot, and the right timing to make your move smooth and smart. From there, you'll have all the clarity you need, and that's where this starts to feel real.
Palmyra isn't just another neighborhood. It is the moment when everything about your Florida dream finally makes sense. The calm, the connection, and the convenience all come together here in one place that feels real, grounded, and easy to love. The truth is, living here isn't about slowing down. It's about finally living a balanced life, waking up with peace, spending your days surrounded by people who feel like neighbors, and ending every single evening with that quiet reminder that you made the right move. That's what makes Palmyra special. It's not flashy. It's not trying to be something it's not. It's simply Florida living done right. So we're Heather and Lisa, your local Venice real estate team. We are here to help people just like you find where they truly belong. If Palmyra feels like it could be your place, or even if you're just, starting to dream about a move in Venice, we would love to help guide you through it. Reach out anytime. We're real people. We live here. We love helping others discover what life here can actually be like. And if you're not ready yet, that's completely okay too. You're still in research mode. We get it. You can keep exploring right here on our channel with community tours, home tours, and videos that help you see what living in Venice, Florida really feels like. And we will catch you on the next one.